something really strange has happened. We were third all along, or worst case fourth, and now ninth place. What happened? Why did it happen? How did it happen? That's what we're gonna figure out. There are some answers, but we need to figure out those answers. So, two things have happened. One of them is level 65. I'll soon tell you what happens in level 65. The other one is this thing right here. 42 wishes. 210 coins. So, all you need to do is go and edit against basically everyone. I'll start with order. Do everyone basically, because to get up to 10 it's quite easy. Just with one click we're gonna go back. Around when you reach level 65, this is what you do. Then let's decide. We want to go against order, and we want to go against chaos ourselves. And the rest, whatever, I will choose life for now, because there are some life opponents. Strength is not that popular, death is not that popular on this server. Confirm. How interesting. We're now back to third place. Weird, isn't it? So there are some days when just with a couple of clicks you got back to where you were originally. But that's not everything yet, because there are some other new things as well. So now on level 65 you don't see the artifacts button anymore, and then you're like, okay, but where is the artifacts button? And then the answer is, it's in training, because training now has the artifacts button. It hasn't disappeared. Besides that, there is the battle scar button. From now on, you can go on treasure hunts. There's always Vortex of Time, and there is another one. I cannot choose the other one because the free one is always for Vortex of Time. In fact, for the first ever time, you can do 10 treasure hunts for free, which is kind of useful. Some of them got duplicated, that's why you only see 8. And then there is another one for free. Good. Keep on hoarding these. Quick activations, you activate all of them. Amazing. We got more power. And there is always at least one set that you can figure out, so that you learn how this is activated. This is the first one. This is the second one for now. And then you'll need to collect units to level up further. So that's treasure hunt. It's easy to manage. And it's good. Why is... Oh, we need to rank up. Forgot the rank up. Okay. Emblem chart. I'm so glad there is no tutorial triggered. And I'm so unhappy that I'm not in a position to show you what emblem chart is all about. Because of the reason that next week there is an emblem event expected. So this means that even though this week I reached level 65, I could add red emblems, I could add orange emblems, I could add so many other things. For example, here and in other places. But next week there is gonna be this event that I'm demoing right here. That you need to rank up emblems up to level 100 to get 15 red emblems, and you badly need that. And on top of that, you do level ups, where you get these meteorites to rank emblems up, plus these stones to level emblems up. So that was just some information of what you can expect. And for this reason, you will need these stones. How do you get these stones? Not here. Cast stone conversion. We have 6 extra. Done. And then you have this one. Auto select everything up to purple to get extra essence. and keep these because you'll need at least 40 something for the level ups. And from now on we have access to this store where we'll need to make good use of our money. I won't upgrade that much, and I will select some. This at least, and this one. And Forgotten Antonym is not that bad, but I want Everlasting Secret primarily. I want Jealousy, those conflict with each other, Successors, Legal Principles, and some others. Forgotten Antonym is like the 4th, 5th best. That oftentimes works quite well because it's quite good. Now you see that I've done a couple of refreshes already. How could I do this? It's because even though the emblem chart was unreachable for my account, in general, if you go to some event, for example this bingo, through these there was a mission once or twice where you could access the emblem chart. And actually there I made a couple of refreshes to collect more emblems. That was the idea. Because you need emblem level ups for next week's event so that you get the 15 red emblems. This is the objective. Another feature that is activated exactly on level 65 is Memory Album, where the name of the game is that you do a free Memory Album pool, then you click the quick upgrade and that's it. Memory Album is not part of the Steward. Treasure Hunt is part of the Steward, Memory Album is not. So be careful with that. So now I won't upgrade the emblem chart, I will not do any level ups, I will not do any rank ups. I could do a lot of rank ups, I already have 42 meteorites, but I will need a lot of rank ups next week. So I'm just hoarding these meteorites for next week's event. Always spend your resources in accordance with what events you see here. So you see that right now login reward doesn't matter, you can log in any day. Top up doesn't matter because we're not gonna spend real money on getting these what is this this amazing artifact. I couldn't care less about spending $700 on getting a lot of these pieces. Limited time cumulative spending is something we're gonna go for, all the way up to 50,000 for the 2 deluxe boxes, because we not only get the 2 deluxe boxes but also 2 tarot, legendary tarot selection, as well as 2 red emblems. We need a lot of red emblems, so be careful with that. Plus we're gonna get the Astro Silver for this week's event. This is synergic. So we will start spending. An easy way to start spending, besides the events that you have, is check out the store, what kind of excellent offers you have, especially those daily. And this week, given there is an Astro Silver event, you can also see the daily bonus. See? 10 Astro Silver has like different price. And calculate it in the following way. 5 Astro Silver is like 880 diamonds worth of stuff. 10, it's 1760, so the 75% discount is warranted. Wherever you see around the 50% discount, just think about it. Do you ever get it in events? And once you conclude the fact that it's connected with spending, you may conclude that you're better off spending on this rather than the Covenant Altar. So I would not overspend on the Covenant Altar. This is the Covenant Altar. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna do a 17 pool or a 15 pool. Most likely it's still gonna be a 17 pool, and I might overspend slightly because these extra covenants may be worth it. But I'm not sure like how much I'm gonna spend, because these new events completely change the game. If I can spend on stuff that are heavily discounted, then it's an excellent deal. And by the way, you get 50 diamonds on the weekly mission. So it's quite hard, this cumulative spending. I will need to make a plan of how to spend effectively. The 130k spend doesn't make any sense, because you can spend 150k and get a lot of extra value as well with the deluxe chests. So you would get the 4 deluxe chests anyway, and for 20,000 extra spend you get other things as well. And frankly, how do you spend that much? Like, what do you buy? You want to have good deals. And it's easy to have good deals for 50,000. It's really hard to have good deals for 130,000. So this means you stop at 50,000. So this is something that is going on. Recruitment reward doesn't affect new servers, because it's like whenever you have a 6-star unit, you get 5 extra tokens. What do you do with these 5 tokens? Well, not much. You hoard them for some possible future awakening. These things, the sun, curse, and whatever, I couldn't care less about these. I mean, I don't care about graphics that are displayed for me. I care about one thing: the strength of my account to perform things. Now, this weekly mission is activated every single Wednesday, and I think it lasts until Tuesday. And maybe it's every Wednesday, maybe it's every second Wednesday, I don't know, but whenever it's activated, there is a hack. Logins are easy. Drawing cumulatively is easy, but there is a daily reward every single day. If you use 10 dream catchers, you get 200 diamonds. Given that you can get a dream catcher for 50 approximately, and the total value is like 500, if you get like 500 diamonds worth of dream catchers and you pull them, you get 200 diamonds back. Obviously there are better rewards, so you want to go for these oranges at the end, but in early game I am arguing that maybe, just maybe, taking the 200 diamonds and collecting dream catchers for free is not a bad deal. Because you go on Vestige Hunt and you see that right now I have 80 dream catchers. I didn't do anything for it. I never purchased anything for like real diamonds. I just got it along the way. So to get the 200 diamonds, I click this button. My account is gonna get somewhat stronger somehow. I couldn't care less about that because dream catchers are, so this memory album is worth a lot less than emblem chart and artifacts and battle scars. So artifacts are the best, then emblems, then battle scars. Although red emblems are a necessity, so it's something that you're gonna get anyway. And then we go back to complete that mission and earn the cumulative 5 times thing, the 10 and the 10 every day. That's what we wanted, the 200 diamonds. So with that, I'm above 50k already. Another thing, that if you have Growth Fund 1 activated, then you get some diamonds. If you have Growth Fund 2 activated, you get some more diamonds. Don't get carried away by the sum that you see, because yes, you're gonna pull some covenants as well, fine. But I would recommend not overspending, but rather accumulating enough diamonds for the next spending event in 2 weeks or in 4 weeks. I don't know if I'm gonna get it in 2 weeks, so another 50k, or in 4 weeks. I'm assuming that given that I'm not gonna reach level 80 in 2 weeks, but I'm expected level 70. 75 is kind of unlikely. So all I'm gonna get is 2000 diamonds. I think the next Covenant pool is gonna be in 4 weeks, not in 2 weeks for this account. So for this reason, and my VIP is not active, by the way, because I've purchased everything from the store that was required. So for this reason, I will just stay put. Now, the events have not ended yet. There are these things here. Album. Astrologer. This week there is an astrologer week. Now, This is kind of unfortunate, but this is only a prestigious artifact, it's not a deluxe artifact. For 140 you get 1. For 3 times 140 equals 420 you get 2 more. So essentially you get this amount for every 140 pool, plus some artifact essence. These are lower rewards, these don't matter that much, although they are good sweeteners. So you can think about the following. You go to Astrologer and see, you need 83 more. So this means that we will have to get one of these artifacts. Which one? Frankly, it's hard. It's hard to say. I think I'm tempted to get this one. The problem why it's hard to say, people may say, well, go for the new artifact, obvious, this is a lot better than Apple of Eden, obvious, or what is this? Or is this the pendant? Whatever. So go for this one, this is the new shiny artifact, it's not as strong as Hero Armor and Divine Gear, but it's still strong and it's excellent and whatever. But there is a problem with this artifact. The problem is twofold. So you check out your artifacts, skill settings. Maybe you didn't see, but here you have Sword of the Gods, Ring of Negation, and this new artifact. It's in the same slot. So if you use this, you cannot use Ring of Negation, you cannot use Sword of the Gods. It's just the basic stats that get improved. And Sword of the Gods is not only heavily advertised now in the game, but whenever you see a prestigious artifact, and it's in my inventory right now in higher quantities, not just one so far, you get 3 Sword of the Gods components. For Deluxe as well, but for Deluxe you go for Divine Gear or Hero Armor, rather Hero Armor. So this means that for just 4 boxes you can get it to +2. The Sword of the Gods. Now, Sword of the Gods is the worst artifact out of the 3, except that it has a special use case. That special use case is that if you check out your opponents, and I've used this strategy already in 267 successfully, if you check out your opponent's artifacts, here, let's see. If you see Angelic Alliance, which is this one right here, Angel's Hymn. Angelic Alliance has some positive effects, and Sword of the Gods counters Angelic Alliance fully. So this means that if your opponent spends 3 times as much to get Angelic Alliance, you spend 1/3 of it for Sword of the Gods to counter that. So Angelic Alliance goes with a 75% probability, and Sword of the Gods cancels it at a 75% probability. So this means that you get 25% chance of not being affected by Angelic Alliance, and out of those rest 75, 3/4 of the time you're not affected either. So it's basically 3/4 times 1/4 equals 3/16 when you're still suffering from the effects of Angelic Alliance each time it's cast. Not sure if you knew about this, but this is why I'm not the biggest fan of this new artifact. And what my objective is that I'm gonna plan on how to spend these diamonds. I'm not in a hurry. We were in a way ahead, way behind situation. People are not attacking us at all because I attacked Solvad last time. So as long as I look strong, look buffed in terms of fake power, and they try like once a week, it's manageable. As soon as I look weak, like Blade Ashes looks weak even though the strength of this account is in the Divine Heralds. So Blade Ashes gets attacked very frequently because people think, okay, it's the fake power. My other account, Mr. Chapel, gets attacked frequently because he hasn't even reached 1 million. And that's crazy. And everyone thinks I'm the weakest, and they try until they succeed, but what they don't know is that I will take back my top 10 position, usually top 6 position already, like on the same day. Because I usually do this late in the afternoon. So that's what happens. And you see, that's why we're getting weaker, comparatively weaker in the fake power. It's not even a competition, but some people make it a competition. And now you understand how to do this illusory reshaping. And it seems like some people who were third, like Nimwing, hasn't even done this Illusory Traces game mode. So he has no idea what hit him and why all of a sudden everyone else became stronger. But he's gonna do it sooner or later and he'll jump back to third place. It doesn't matter. One thing that matters to us is that we keep our pace and we want to defend third place in the arena because that's where the income is coming from. And in the meantime, I'm gonna spend emblem resources next week, not this week. I may spend artifacts up to 140 this week to get the component chest and potentially hoard the component chest. But I'm not gonna overspend to 420 because I would prefer pulling hero armor and not this. Unfortunately, the reward is prestigious artifact component chest and not the other one. I still cannot afford not to have 2 prestigious artifact component chests in the long run, because I need to put this in Vidomina, not just the component chest, but also cornucopia. I can multiply all of them, and I need to get cornucopia to level 4 as quickly as possible. So these are the things. That's why I'm considering doing the artifact pool, because I'm getting an artifact that I may use because no one is considering Angelic Alliance at the moment. And I'm getting an option to earn many cornucopia components. And cornucopia, if you check it out, it just contains 4 artifacts. So it's easy and fast to level up to level 5. Where is it? Where is cornucopia? Apple of Eden was there. It's a pendant that we got instead. Where is cornucopia? I'm not seeing cornucopia. That's the thing. It's really weird because I usually find it a lot faster. Sword of the Gods, Ring of Negation. They reordered it or something? Or where the hell is this? Is no. These are the lower level artifacts. Is cornucopia missing? If cornucopia is missing on this account, that's really, really weird. Because it's usually next to Envoy. This is Envoy. And we're missing cornucopia. That's interesting. So we will need something that is not even around yet. That's crazy. And we also need hero armor badly. Alright, good to know. So there is no cornucopia yet, even though I already have one piece in my inventory waiting to be used. So this one here. So we're hoarding so many things. And one thing that is not yet activated, and I hope it's gonna be, is the tarot. It's here. I think it's level 68. So there are so many things to do, but it's not the right time to do it. You know what many people do? They figure out how Battle Scar works, and they YOLO into Battle Scar, spending all their treasure hunt permits. I have 161, I could have a lot more. And they YOLO into it, and then they spend treasure hunt permits suboptimally, and their account is gonna be stronger than mine. Fine. But I spend it optimally, so I gain back the strength and I gain a lot of extra stuff as well. Same thing happens to emblem chart. The optimal spend of upgrading emblem chart is next week. So this means I'm not gonna do anything this week. I don't care about emblems this week. If I lose third place, I will lose a couple of diamonds, but in exchange, I will get a ton of resources, including 15 red emblem chests that are gonna be a lot more valuable. One red emblem chest is like 2000 diamonds upwards, 2100 to be exact, based on comparative opportunity cost. Because you get 2 resources for an orange emblem, 3 resources for a red emblem in one of the shops. And an orange emblem usually costs 1400 diamonds through shop refreshes. So this means that I would value a red emblem 2100. And when you see that you can get 15 of these, then it's a 30,000 diamond thing. 15 times 2000 is 30,000, 33,000 to be exact. because it's 2100 times 15. You're not gonna leave this on the table, and there are many other things as well, fine. Good news is that you can, for the rank ups, you get more emblems that you can use. Not the emblems that I want, but at least they are emblems. And for the level ups as well, you get some other things that you can use to rank up. Now, I will rank up all sorts of emblems, even if they are unusable initially, because my only objective, and I badly want this, the red emblems, it's like more than 30k. And this is valuable, somewhat valuable as well. I would say that if I spend optimally, I will get 40-50,000 diamonds worth of stuff. And you don't want to miss this, evidently. So I would rather miss being third in the arena, but I have an impression that I'm gonna keep third place in the arena. And regarding the artifacts, I have made a decision already that I will spend the Astro Silver. I think I can do it just with Astro Silver and with diamond purchases, and it's gonna be quite easy. So how much do I need to spend? Let's see. And with that I will finish the video as well. How much do I need to spend? Album Astrologer. So I have 12 and I need 140, 128. So I need to spend 128 and I have right now 76. So I need 52 more. 52 more Astro Silver. But if I spend 76, I get at least 7 back. Which means that that 52 becomes 45. And to get 45 Astro Silver, I'll show you what I'm gonna do in the upcoming days. Daily bonus, here it is. Every single day. Huh? Didn't I purchase this already? I thought I made this purchase, this 500. That's weird. Let me see the mission. Didn't I purchase this? No, I haven't. Okay, then I will obviously do it. So I'll do it live. So daily, you take the 500 and now you only need 35. And you take the 750, then you only need 25. And you could consider taking the 1000 as well. But 1000 is in an interesting territory. The real discount is not 50%, but it's 1000 divided by 1760. So it's some 40% discount approximately. So this is like borderline already, because the value of this is 880 and not 1000. So they say 50% discount, doesn't matter. You could purchase this, but I don't know about it. Maybe I spend on units instead at this stage of the game. So these are the really good deals. These are good deals even if there is no cumulative spending event. Because if you have some 60%, 50 something percent discount, how do you spend your diamonds to get a better return? What events would you need? And this is really, really weird, right? So now the game has changed in 2025. You will need to learn a couple of terms. Those terms are double dipping, triple dipping, quadruple dipping. What is a double or triple dipping? It's like Raid Shadow Legends has this as well. Take one action and reap rewards in multiple places. So you dip your stuff, your food in one dip, and then in another one, and then another one, and eat that. That's the idea. So I'm spending this, I'm taking 1750 diamonds worth of stuff. In exchange, what am I gonna get? I'm gonna get artifacts or Astro Silvers. So I'm gonna get closer to this, which is a 9000 diamond thing. So I essentially completed 1/7 of a 9000 diamond thing. It's that purchase had an extra value of 1200 something diamond purchase already. So let's do it like 1200. or maybe 1,003, 4, 500 if you value this, because 200 essence is another 1,000 diamonds. But that's like 1/7 of it, so 1,300, 1,400 diamonds. I will just calculate with 1,200. Then there is this thing where I spent some. So I'm already done with some percentage, 2.6% of this, and this is worth at least 35,000 diamonds, or 30,000. 2% of 30,000, it's like, 600 diamonds. 2.5 is like 750. So I spent some diamonds and I got more than 2,000 diamonds back just from this event, and nothing else. This is double dipping, okay? That's what you need to do. And with that, you understand that the game has changed. You need to spend diamonds when it's the most worth it, and you get things that synchronize with your goals. What are my goals? To get Hero Armor +3, to get Divine Gear +4, to get Cornucopia +5, that's the lowest goal, and to get all the Commanders champions, no, all the Divine Heralds, and some better champions for Inferno Fortress. These are my goals. And to get the Generation 3.5 hero, but that's not down to me. So that's how the game is working. Hopefully you understand that I'm not gonna spend on stupid things, but these are great spends.